That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Crazy. This is crazy.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to another episode of Monsters from the Camp Mash. Round
of the Camp Mash.
What'd I say?
From the, which honestly kind of sounds better, but that loses the whole Monster Mash.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, we are in round 2C. As today,
2C.
Well, I'm your camp counselor, Alex Tobin.
And I am your other camp counselor, Bruce Finsworth.
And I don't know who that is at all.
I just made it up.
David Stokes. And today we're going to have 4 more fights for you, of course. As today, we have Sirenhead versus the Walgren Lake Monster, the Monkey Man of India versus the Slit-Mouth Monster Woman, Krampus versus LeBron the Leprechaun, and last but not least, the Minotaur versus the yellow-eyed winged monster entity from Wisconsin State Fair, a.k.a. the Yee-Wee.
Time out.
What?
I thought Sirenhead was versus Datsueba and Keneo.
Oh, wait, did I do that wrong?
I think so. I'm pretty sure the Walgren Lake Monster lost.
I have Datsueba and Keneo as dead.
Oh, no.
Wait. David.
I'm looking at my notes, and I wrote down Datsu Keneo.
Wait. No, wait. Didn't they fight? Am I wrong? Oh, wait.
They fought the Walgren Lake Monster, but I'm pretty sure the lake monster perished.
Yeah, but is this the one that has the long arms and the long legs? Oh shit, no, these are not them. Why do I always get them mixed up? David, we have to figure this out. Are we just going to figure this out live on the podcast?
This isn't good.
Dude.
So what episode would this be? This would be oh fuck.
Dude, are you just going to go back and listen to our podcast on the podcast? Why do I have this wrong if it's wrong?
It's
you
gonna
might
take
be right.
me a while. I don't even listen to this shit.
Should we hit pause for a second?
Yeah, we should probably pause. Huh?
Wait 1 second. Okay, we're back. I was wrong.
Yeah, it looks like I won the first round tonight.
I was wrong.
Big brain over here, baby.
So it is Sirenhead versus Datsueba and Keneo. This is embarrassing. We should have just started the podcast over. I don't like this anymore.
No, we're keeping this in.
We're adding it. I'm gonna double it. I'm gonna put this in double.
I'm gonna put a reverb on it so it's echoed.
But I think the rest of them are correct. I think it's just that one I messed up on. So, but you know what? We're all human, except for these motherfuckers who we are fighting to the death today. So should we just get into it?
Let's do
the
it.
first
Fuck
fight.
it, man.
Here we go. So, of course, you all know Sirenhead. Sirenhead is a gigantic. I don't know how tall he is technically. I'm gonna go ahead and say like 20 feet tall. Let's say 20 feet, maybe even higher.
I was thinking taller.
You know what? You're probably right. I think he's like as tall as
I was thinking like 45, 50.
a siren, a post that would have a big speaker on it in the middle of the forest. You know?
See, I think of him as being as big as those like rural like telephone pole, like those big metal ones.
I mean,
you know what I'm talking about?
I've seen him in.
Maybe that's electricity.
Well, I've seen him in different sizes and different pictures. So, like some.
You've never seen him.
I've seen him.
Don't try to be cool.
I hear him. I've seen him. We know each other. He's cool. No, but like I've seen him in some pictures where he's like really big, and then I've seen him in other where he's just kind of like double a tree. So.
Well, that's just a baby.
He's. Oh
Star
my
Wars
god!
gets
I drink
baby
a beer.
Yoda.
I drink a beer.
We get baby Siren.
I drink a beer with that baby Sirenhead. Do you think that baby was of age? I gave it a beer.
You're not thinking on the marketing level. You need to take some notes from the Mothman, dude.
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
I'm confused.
Last episode, Mothman was in Jack Daniels' finance office
you're
talking
right.
over what they need to be doing.
Yeah, big marketing guy.
baby. You take something people love and you put baby in front of it.
Baby sweet.
Baby Groot. Young Sheldon. Baby young Sheldon. We need to go. I said we need to start a new show where he's an infant.
I got one. Baby sweet baby Ray's.
Baby sweet baby Ray's. It's baby food that is just
Tastes like
insane
barbecue.
flavored barbecue. Your babies are gonna cry in
like,
enjoyment.
Like pork butt, but like mashed peas and pork tenderloin.
Pork rinds. Yeah. Burnt ends. I fuck with burnt ends, I'll tell you that much.
Is crayfish considered barbecue? No.
It can be.
No,
anything
it's
can be
not.
considered barbecue.
If you put it on the
man. You just
barbecue,
gotta slather.
corn, hell.
You gotta slather that bitch up.
Anyway, so we're getting off. This is not a good start. Sirenhead, he's a tall motherfucker, okay? And
big.
he's sinewy. He's got a big old couple of speakers for a head, and he basically just looks like a sinewy body wrapped around a giant telephone pole that has sirens at the top. And he uses those sirens to make these creepy noises, like air raid sirens, and also he can like mimic other people. So he lures people into the woods and just crushes them, absolutely destroys them.
He's 40 feet tall.
Is he 40?
That's if you type it in, that's what comes up.
Okay.
So that's what we're going with.
Okay, cool. So he's 40 feet tall, which makes sense because his health number is 40 and his attack die is 20. So he's a heavy hitter on both health and attack. His special attribute is 5 rolled goes again for double hit, which is insane. If he gets that, I mean, we'll see. And then Datsueba and Keneo are 2 Onis, 2 Japanese demon, 2 yokai, and they're red and blue. One's a female, one is a male, and they carry around a knife and a spiked bat. And I believe that they weigh your skin at the bridge to the afterlife to see if you they weigh your clothes. That's right. They weigh your clothes, and if you have heavy clothes, you've sinned a lot. So,
man, those rappers aren't going to do so well.
They'll kill. What?
Does bling count as clothing?
No, that's accessories.
Oh, okay.
That's accessories.
Okay,
Never
mind.
So yeah,
I was just thinking of like 2,000.
I was just thinking of
ludicrous
2 chains.
50 Cent.
I'm just thinking of 2 chains.
Yeah.
But he's got
the chain game ain't the same no more.
No, I want Flavor Flav's going to hell for sure. I mean, that guy's got a clock around his neck. So Datsueba and Keneo, their health number, they each have 15 health for a total of 30 health. Their attack die is they each roll a 12, which is pretty powerful actually. And if you think about it, it's actually stronger than Sirenhead if they both roll high numbers. So they're forced to be reckoned with, and they cause blade damage because they have knives and spiked bats. So these
bleed damage,
yeah, bleed damage. Oh, this is we put blade damage and bleed damage. They're
same thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I learned in prison they're the same goddamn thing.
Learned that one in the shower.
Anyway,
the shower at home, that is.
Okay.
That was supposed to be a shaving joke.
Oh yeah, it sounded like a prison shower joke where you're bleeding.
It really wasn't.
Who knows why?
The sharp tile.
Yep. Anyway, okay. So should we roll to see who goes first?
Yeah.
Oh wait, who am I? Who are you? These are both kind of mine.
I'm Sirenhead. I'm not doing the fucking. I'm not going to try to say their names.
Oh, okay, here we go. 8.
17.
Fuck. Okay. And roll to see where we're gonna fight today, David.
It is a 3, which means that we are going to be fighting at a newer location.
Ooh.
Which is the sinking Titanic.
Okay.
Some might forget that that's a historical tragedy, but you know what? We're doing it.
What do you mean? Like this is insensitive?
Who cares?
Is that what your qualm is right there?
It's past the threshold of being offensive.
Yeah,
That's my opinion.
I think it's fine. You know, if they made a movie about it and it was the best part of the movie, then we're not.
Yeah.
James Cameron is to blame. Remember when that guy
If they
fell off
made-
and hit that propeller?
That's what I was going to say. If they'd made a movie and they went through the effort of making a guy fall and collide with the propeller, then we're allowed to make jokes.
Everybody remembers that. Every single person is always like, "Oh, propeller guy." Like,
Yeah, it's almost as good as the dick guy in The Mummy.
Sometimes I wish the dick guy hit the propeller, if you know what I'm saying.
That's true. We could have gotten a twofer.
He just got scarab in the brain and ran into wall.
Which one would you rather have?
Oh God, no, that would be propeller.
Propeller face or scarab head dick out?
There's a little bit of humiliation involved with scarab head dick out. That
Yeah,
sounds like
but
you're
people-
saying scarab
people
head
remember you.
dick.
That's a cool band name.
We are scarab head dick. They just do like they read the Book of the Dead on stage.
Yes.
That's sick.
And the script of The Mummy.
Okay, let's get into this. Here we go. David, paint the picture, baby.
All right, the year is
That was a bad start.
1812.
Oh, wait, do you actually know?
No, I don't fucking know.
Titanic sinking. It was in 1912.
It was
Holy shit.
1912.
Dude, you were off by 100 years, but still pretty.
Yeah, but
pretty close.
on the dot. I only missed one number.
Yeah.
It's an important number, but I still,
Yeah.
The year is April 14th, 1912.
I
to
have April 15th. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
To April 15th, 1912. There's a foxy young lad painting a naked woman in the cargo hold. That's the only part I remember. There's a man falling. There's an iceberg, and the iceberg looks very angry, and no one's paying attention to him. So he's very upset that no one's giving him attention, and so he collides with the boat. The boat breaches a massive hole.
Good word.
Water starts to flood. All of the rich people start to panic. The street rats that are crowded in the tiny rooms in the bottom are like, okay, well, should have seen this one coming, I guess.
You forgot about the best part of Titanic.
This is far from the worst thing that's happened to us. Billy Zane is there.
But you forgot.
Zip it, Billy. Zip it, Zane.
You forgot about the best part.
As the boat starts to capsize,
Oh my God.
and the nose plummets.
You
the tail
forgot the
rises.
best part.
I'm getting to it.
I don't think you're gonna say it. Who else is on the boat? It's my favorite part of the sinking of the Titanic.
The band?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. The band, realizing that there's no way they're getting on a raft, decides to play one last song.
It's by Scarab
Knowing-
Head Dick.
It's a cover by Scarab Head Dick. As the boat... How did he hit the propeller? now I'm thinking about the physics of how that boat went down.
The boat. It went nose first, nose down, and then
Yeah.
it was up in the air, and then it snapped in half, halfway in the middle, and
Yeah.
So
how does the propeller get in here?
So the back half went down like this. So look at my hand. Look at my hand. The back half.
I'm looking.
So it looks like it's a boat that was chopped in half, and then that front started going down. So the propeller. Oh wait, how did he hit the propeller? wait. How did he hit the propeller?
How did it happen? We know it happened.
Wait, does he hit the propeller or does he hit a metal rod?
No, he hits the propeller, all right.
Man hitting propeller. Inside. Dude, why can't I remember how he fucking hits the propeller?
It didn't have to happen.
Oh, here's a
It
5-second
didn't-
clip. Oh, that's an ad. Wait. Okay, wait. We gotta see this. Okay, here we go. This man. Oh.
Turn the volume all the way up. I want to hear it.
Okay. Wait. Wait.
So how did it happen?
Wait.
How does it?
I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of this. The propeller's
All right.
facing
The
up.
man, as the boat
David,
snaps, he
no,
flings into the
no,
air.
we were right. So the boat was going nose down again. So the propellers that were underwater are now above water, and
So we're at like a 90-degree.
yeah. So the back is sticking straight out of the water, and some guy tried to jump off the back of the boat because you know how, like Jack's on the top,
okay.
and then when he jumped down, he hit the propeller. See, it looks like
Okay.
looks like that.
I
That
don't
does
know.
not help at all.
So the boat is now at a 90 degrees, sinking slowly into the Arctic water. And I think it was the Arctic.
Okay, I'm done.
I really hope that audio is coming through your mic, and I'm not. We're just both hearing it, but it's not coming through like the recording at all.
I think it is.
If it's not, it's just that scene over and over again. The guy screaming as he falls, and hits the propeller. The boat is at 90 degrees straight up, tail in the air, ass up,
Face down.
as face down, propellers out. That's the way we like to sink. And a man jumps for his safety, but unfortunately splats right into the propeller. Luckily not moving. The propeller's not moving. As sitting on the iceberg, Jack looks down. He spots what looks like there's some speakers on the iceberg. But all of a sudden, they start to stand up. And he wipes his eyes looking, realizing that what he's looking at is not human or man-made. It is the Sirenhead. Go ahead.
Oh, that's me. Okay. As the Sirenhead stands tall, 40 feet tall to be precise, up on the iceberg, the people in the water below and the ones who made it onto the iceberg look at the creature in horror. They've totally forgotten what they just went through because this is much worse. As the Sirenhead lifts its head, it goes, and it mimics the boat that it just helped crash. It didn't really help crash, but it was on the iceberg, so, you know.
He mimics.
And the guy whose back is broken because he floats in the water after the propeller goes, that's a pretty good impression. But as he makes the noise of the boat horn, ship horn, all of a sudden the ice at the top of the iceberg begins to crack and split. And as it splits open, a piece comes crashing down on the lower part of the iceberg, shattering into pieces. Emerging from the shattered pieces are a red and blue demon who've been trapped there for hundreds and hundreds of years. Actually, just 100 years, since 1812.
Yeah.
That was a different accident. That was a demon boat that got hit there. As they land on the iceberg, they look up at the Sirenhead, and they know that they're not going back in that ice cube. They're fighting this time. You have to go first, actually.
That's right. You said you guys are in the water?
What? No. We crashed down on the lower part of the iceberg because the iceberg's so tall. You know, like you're on the.
Oh, so now we're just on an iceberg.
I thought we were on the fucking iceberg. Am I wrong?
I was planning on leaping onto the boat. All right.
Well, we can leap on. Let's leap. Let's start leaping, baby. I'm feeling froggy.
The Sirenhead swoops down with one long arm, slapping the two monsters as they go hurtling towards the boat, landing 2 feet from the band. The band speeds up to a higher tempo as the monsters take 11 damage.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's now at the music is now at a more thrash level.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dropping one of my creatures' health down to 4 and the other one to 15 for a total of 19 together. the Datsueba and Keneo go sliding across the deck, crashing into the celloist. As Keneo loses his spiked club, he quickly looked for something else. As the celloist is now jammed headfirst into one of those smokestacks, but his cello is sitting there ready for the plucking and the picking. As Keneo picks it up and runs at Sirenhead, swinging it at his long, sinewy leg, crumpling his knee inward, causing 12 damage. Damn, son.
It's a good one.
Dropping his health to 28. As Sirenhead falls to the floor, as he crumples to one of his knees, Datsueba quickly looking for a weapon, since she also went sliding across the floor, reaches around and can't find anything. There's nothing to grab, but she has to attack while she can. Luckily, she reaches open and rips open a porthole window and sees an old couple laying in bed, the water filling up all around them as they hug each other, sealing their fate. "Nuh-uh," Datsueba says, as it grabs the old woman and begins to pull her through the porthole, leaving the man to die alone. But the woman won't fit as he begins to pull her. Her shoulders get stuck, and she eventually just rips off the woman's head with the spinal column still attached. Is that too much?
I got dark.
As Datsueba grabs the old woman's head with the spinal column still attached, she begins to swing it through the air like what were those things called back in elementary school? They were just like a tennis ball and like a piece of like parachute material, and you swing them around and let them go into the air. Do you remember those things?
No.
Like you use it for like dogs and shit like that. Like it's like a fetch toy.
Okay.
Anyway, she begins to
fetch toy.
She begins to swing the head.
He turns her head into a fetch
She
toy.
begins to swing the old woman's head around by the spinal column as it runs at Sirenhead, uppercutting him right in his speaker, causing 7 damage and dropping his health to 21.
21?
21?
Which one has lower health, you said?
Keneo,
Which is the guy or the girl?
the guy.
Sirenhead, annoyed by what that monster just did, looks over at the man monster, grabs him by the torso, lifts him up high, rips his head off, starts swinging it around like like a fetch toy,
No.
and
It
slings
was called
it
a
at the other
foxtail.
one,
It was called a foxtail.
swinging the dog toy head at the other one, letting it go, but missing by a hair, doing 5 damage, so killing one and doing 1 to the other. Right?
Yes. But you rolled a 5.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You fucking asshole. Ugh.
Oh, no.
Okay, so one of my Datsueba has 14 health, and Keneo is dead.
So, after the head grazes the woman monster, it goes flying and ricochets off the wall, coming back at the back of the head of the woman devil, taking her head clean off.
What?
Rolling a 14.
No!
As Sirenhead stands still, he catches both heads, one in each hand, and then makes them kiss very passionately until throwing their lifeless heads into the water.
Fuck me. I kind of wanted it to end with you Batista bombing me through the floating door.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Dave Batista bombing me.
I love Dave, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely sure what a Batista bomb is.
It's where you grab somebody, where you have like it's almost like you lift them up, where like their crotch is in your face and their legs are over. Yeah,
that sounds like Dave.
So it's such a Dave move. But you pick them up so like their legs are over your back and their crotch is facing your face, and then you just slam them. You slam them back first, right into a floating door. You take
Love that.
You take
that's how it ends.
popsicle. Yeah, okay, popsicle Leonardo DiCaprio and use him as a bat.
There was enough room for both of them on the door.
Well, anyway, wow. Okay, I kind of expected it is Sirenhead. What can you do? But that 5 really fucked me. So Sirenhead moves on to the next round as Datsueba and Keneo perish with the rest of the passengers in the icy waters of the Atlantic. Okay, on to the next fight. Next fight, we have the Monkey Man of India versus the Slit Mouth Monster Woman. David, can you please describe the Monkey Man of India for us? I know we've already done this, but like...
Yes, he is a, what you'd assume is half man, half monkey. Kind of, the missing link, possibly. And he rides a motorcycle. He has a leather jacket. He's got sunglasses. He's got a Freddy Krueger glove. And smokes Marlboro Reds.
Hell yeah. That's
I think
it?
that's all I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good enough. We've already done this.
Yeah,
we can go back
yeah,
and hear the other one.
So he has 30 health, and his attack die is 12, so he's kind of middle of the pack. His special attribute is he also has bleed damage, since he does have a Freddy Krueger glove. And he will be fighting the Slit Mouth Woman. Slit Mouth Woman is a Japanese ghost / yokai demon that wanders the streets at night, crying in the rain usually, and lost. And when people come up and try to console her or ask her if she's lost or needs any help, that's when she turns around and reveals behind her long black hair that her mouth is completely slit from ear to ear, and that she's holding a pair of scissors. And she slits your mouth open. She kills you. So her health number is 30. Her attack die is 20, and her special attribute is also bleed. So this is a real blade fight today. So Slitmouth Woman has a slight advantage with a 20 attack die, but we're gonna see what happens here because they both have the same health. So David, first off, let's see who goes first. I will be the Slitmouth Woman, I assume, and you will be Monkey Man. 14.
15.
Fuck you. Anyway, let's see where we're gonna be fighting today.
So we will be fighting at the Six Rivers National Forest, which is where the original Bigfoot footage was filmed.
I love a good forest.
Which is, wood creature gets +1, and Bigfoot-like creatures get +3.
No, this is just...
Yes.
This is just like...
Oh, by the way, just because it didn't really have to do with the last fight, the sinking Titanic is water-based monsters have +2 attack, but that didn't matter. I didn't say that earlier. I just wanted to throw it in there that it just didn't have to do with what we were doing.
I don't believe any of my, now thinking about it, I don't think any of my levels that I wrote up had any advantage.
That's just poor craftsmanship.
It is. I'm realizing it now. Sorry. Okay, well, David, can you please describe this forest for us, and then forest.
In Northern California, close to the Oregon border, they're just a bunch of trees. That's it.
That's a forest. You guys have seen it, haven't you?
There's an old rickety man with a film camera looking for the unknown. As a Bigfoot cartwheels and frolics through the field, he fumbles around with his camera. He's trying to get the camera set up so he can get a good, clean, crisp image of this beast as a motorcycle roars from the street nearby, spooking the Bigfoot as he does a double backflip handspring into the bushes. The old man, furious at who was over there revving their motorcycle engine, looks over and drops his camera as he sees something that almost looks like a miniature Bigfoot. But this sick son of a bitch has got a leather jacket on. He's got some aviators, a sick hog, and a really cool motorcycle. And he's sitting there with his Freddy Krueger glove revving the engine. He flicks a cigarette out, starts a small fire. The man immediately starts to put the fire out, panicking. His pants catch on fire. His dick's out. The monkey man in India looks at the man and says, "Ha, you Americans, you have no sense of humor. Where's your big smile?"
Wait, the monkey man says that?
Yeah, that's leading you in.
Okay. As he says, "Where's your big smile?" All of a sudden, the door of a cabin just across the river swings open. All this revving and dick flopping out really woke this woman up from her secluded lifestyle in the woods. As she kicks the door open, she's holding a bowl of Captain Crunch. It really fucking destroys your mouth.
Oops, all spider eggs.
As she eats it, her smile gets wider and wider as the hard cornered pieces of cereal tear up her mouth even worse than it was before. Worse than any pair of scissors could ever do. The woman throws the bowl to the ground and she says, "You want a smile? I'll give you a smile."
It's only a matter of time until the
She couldn't live in a society anymore. That's why she had to live in the woods. The woman quickly leaps across the river, pulling out 2 pairs of scissors in her hand. As the cameraman looks over and goes, "Oh, fuck a Bigfoot. This is my moneymaker. I'm gonna film this fight." As he quickly runs to behind a tree, he sets up his tripod as
the all wooden tripod. as the slit mouth woman approaches the monkey man. Because you attack first, right? Yes. The monkey man revs his engine even more, creating a plume of smoke. The slit mouth woman can't see anything as he launches, vaulting through the air, taking a nice swipe on her from her shoulder to her hip across her chest, doing 11 damage.
Ooh. Owie. Dropping the slit mouth woman's health down to 19. The slit mouth woman falls into the river as the Freddy Krueger like gash stings in the cold water. As the monkey man spins around on his bike, getting in position again, he thinks he's gonna attack again. He thinks he's got an attack. He thinks he's winning this fight. As he revs his engine and starts driving at the slit-mouthed woman, the slit-mouthed woman does a quick roll out of the way, jamming her 2 pairs of scissors into each consecutive tire. Actually, just in the front tire. Because I think if you,
I can still do weird.
I think if you did both, it might have just stopped the bike in a normal fashion, and I don't want that to happen. As she as she jams 2 flat tires, you just stop the car. As she jams the scissors into the spoke of the motorcycle, the monkey man of India goes flying over the handlebars and through the air and into a tree, where his head lodges into a hole in the tree where there's just a family of woodpeckers that just start poking his eyes, causing 19 damage.
Holy shit.
I know, dropping the monkey man of India's health down to just 11. Oh wait, he's got glasses on. He's got sunglasses, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
those fell off.
Oh no.
Did I mention that those fell off?
He's powerless now.
He poked the holes in them with the I almost called them porcupines. With the woodpeckers.
The Monkey Man of India is trying to comically get his head out of the hole, like a cartoon, as he's putting his feet, his monkey feet and hands against the tree, pushing and pulling. Finally breaking free, flying backwards, bumping into the Slitmouth woman, doing 3 damage. But don't forget about the bleed. So.
Oh, that's right. So 3 damage plus 1, so 4 damage, dropping the Slitmouth monster's / woman's health down to just 15.
So I'm at 10, by the way.
Oh no, I thought. Oh yeah, you're right. I thought it was.
Because you have bleed too.
Yeah, but you only bleed on the second one. You don't bleed on the first hit. So you drop a point this next hit. Because I just.
Oh no, the way I've been doing it is when you go, that's when you take the 1.
Oh.
Because I just did an attack.
Do you take a bleed point every round?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 10 health then.
Yeah, 10, 15.
Okay, 10 to 15. As the Slitmouth woman gets bumped into, she falls backwards and bumps into a wooden tripod as she spins around. The man is scared. She forgot.
Hey, if/when you kill me, let me do his death, please. Just let me know that it's over.
Should I leave this cameraman alone?
Oh, you can fuck him up if you want. I don't give a shit.
As she bumps into the man with the camera, she spins around and sees that he's been filming the whole thing. She quickly grabs the camera and shoves it up his asshole. Don't know. It doesn't really matter. He's not a part of this fight. I'm floundering right now. But now that man has a camcorder up his ass. And she says something funny like, let's check for a colonoscopy or something. You know, she knows what a colonoscopy is.
Of course. She's been around.
She goes, I'm not a fan of societies, but I am a fan of colonoscopies. And she shoves the camera up his ass as the batteries begin to leak in his intestines, and it hurts him. And he goes, ow, this sucks. Anyway, she quickly picks up her second pair of scissors and begins to run at the Monkey Man of India. She knows that she has to get that glove off of him, and his Freddy Krueger glove. So she runs at the glove, and she goes to snip it off of his hand, but she accidentally misses the glove and catches his wrist. That's right, long ways, people. As she gets him with 18 damage.
18?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she doesn't kill him yet because
No.
the Monkey Man had another idea besides just getting murdered.
The Monkey Man, losing lots of blood, realizes it's time for him to get out of there. He's met his match. The dead cameraman laying on the ground with his head turned shoots the whole image as the lens is poking out of his mouth. Where
That's cool.
anybody who is watching the footage will see the Monkey Man get back on his Harley, busted wheel and all, attempting to ride away into the sunset. He makes it about 100 yards as you see him start to swerve a little bit as the motorcycle takes a hard right off the road and his lifeless body rolls off the motorcycle into a ditch.
Oh no, it's very like poetic, you know, like
Yes.
like it reminds me of like the cowboy that like got shot like 3 times, and then like someone's like old buck, you gotta stay, and he goes, I can't stay, my life's out there, out on
I
yonder.
got a pasture to
Yeah,
go to.
yeah, out on yonder, and he starts going, and then he makes it like a little bit out of town, and then falls off his horse and dies. Oh man,
Exactly.
Monkey Man, you're riding in heaven, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Rest in peace.
As the Monkey Man of India perishes
Goddamn shame.
by the Slitmouth Woman with her deadly scissors. And Slitmouth Woman moves on to the next round. Okay, let's next fight. We got Krampus versus LeBron the Leprechaun. Krampus, as you guys know, is evil Santa. He is a giant goat-like demon character with giant horns and whips and chains and he punishes
my tools.
He punishes the naughty people.
Just my fucking tools. I need my tools. Fetish
Shit. He's evil Santa, so he's big and he's angry. He's mad at all the naughty children, and he'll take you away in his big old Santa Krampus sack. His health number is 40. His attack die is 20, so he's a heavy hitter, and his special attribute is snow, of course, because he's a Christmas character. David, can you explain who LeBron the Leprechaun is?
Well, LeBron the Leprechaun, not affiliated with LeBron James, the basketball player. It's a whole different thing. It is ironic that you mentioned that Krampus is a goat-like creature because LeBron the Leprechaun is definitely not the goat. Doesn't have enough yellow in his eyes. He's just a good old-fashioned leprechaun. You know, that's all. You know what a goddamn leprechaun is.
It's Christmas versus St. Patrick's Day.
It's true.
So it's just kind of it's working out. It's the battle of the holidays. What are
the stats we got?
So his health number is 30. His attack
Who, Leprechaun?
Leprechaun. His attack die is 12, and his special attribute is 1 or 7 rolled. Next attack is blocked. So if you roll a 1 or a 7, my attack is blocked. Oh shit!
Look at the Irish.
Okay, it is lucky. Damn, that's gonna cause problems if you start rolling 1s or 7s. So let's just get into it, I guess.
Wait, what's your health?
My health is 40. Oof. Yeah, you got an uphill battle, buddy boy.
Yeah, go. Krampus is a heavy hitter.
Could be 1s and 7s a lot though. Okay, let's see who rolls to go first. I got a 20.
12.
Okay, so Krampus is going first, and David, where are we fighting?
We are fighting. Oh, you're gonna love this. New location.
Okay.
One that you are so familiar with, so you can definitely do the introduction for it.
Oh no.
We are fighting at the cockroach infested. No, I'm kidding. We are fighting at the glass house of 13 ghosts.
Oh man, what a good one. I totally forgot about the glass house. Oh, I love the glass house. Okay. Fuck, that's a good one. Okay, let's get into
You
it.
sound almost upset about it. Fuck.
No, it's
God,
good.
it's so good.
It's good. It's a good one. Okay. As Matthew Lillard walks through the front doors of a giant mansion made of glass, he remembers the old saying, I shouldn't throw stones here, should I? Or should I, if I'm trapped in here? Because as he walks in, the door closes behind him. He looks at the door. There's spells etched into the glass. He realizes that the whole house is a maze of glass and etchings. As he begins to walk through, doors begin to open, doors begin to close. The maze changes until he makes it into the center of the house. On the floor, 13 circles getting smaller and smaller until it reaches the center. It's a giant room where it looks like rituals may take place.
Boy, I'm glad you're describing this place.
As
I would have not done this one.
as the house begins to move once again, doors begin to slide, and as one slides open, he realizes that it's not just a wall, but it's a cell. As the door slides open, large hoof sounds, hoof on glass sounds begin to come up the hallway. Clunk, 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 clunk. Chains rattling. I can't do chains. Heavy breathing. As he turns the corner, he sees this gigantic goat-like figure draped in chains and tattered clothing coming up the hallway, carrying a large bag over its shoulder. It barely fits in the gigantic hallway as it emerges into the grand ballroom. It looks at Matthew Lillard and huffs. He won't hurt Matt. Matt's been good boy.
He has.
He's been very
He deserves
good boy.
better.
Not Cyrus though. Cyrus has been bad boy. But we'll get to Cyrus. As the doors begin to move again, we hear another cell open. As we hear what?
The jingle jangle of coins. As LeBron the Leprechaun walks into the room, he looks over at Matthew Lillard and says, "Hey, I know you. I think you got a cousin named Damien?" And he looks at the hulking beast dressed in red garb and says, "Holy shit!" I'm gonna change the voice. I realized I didn't go with the voice.
Yeah, Irish. Hi, Yeah, top of the morning to ya.
He looks at the big man and says, "Man, you must be a threat down low." Is that too much? Maybe not do that.
Okay. Teach their own. I will not say anything to that one. That's a good one. I like the voice. I do like the voice.
And he looks at him and says, Would you like a cranberry Sprite?"
Okay, there we go. I think you found the sweet spot.
Yeah, I had to work around a little bit. You have the first attack.
Yeah. As LeBron goes, "Would you like a cranberry Sprite?" All of a sudden, the floor, a chunk of floor lifts up and becomes a blade as it begins to swirl around them. It's very hard to describe unless you've seen the end of 13 Ghosts, but you know what I mean, where it becomes
It's like a gyroscope.
Yeah,
right? Not a gyro.
No, I think that's right. The gyroscope, right? It's like a
Okay.
it's like a circle thing. It's like a circle thing, right?
Yeah.
On some kind of pendulum or some, I don't know.
An axis.
Yeah, axis. Yeah, it begins to spin around them as they become trapped in this spinning razor orb. Looking at each other, they know that only one can leave the razor orb. Krampus.
The razor orb.
Krampus looks at the leprechaun and grabs him by his green collar as he lifts him to his face and breathes this hot, ancient breath into his face. The leprechaun recoils as Krampus lifts him up into the air. The leprechaun extending his hand and accidentally catching it in the razor orb's parameter, slicing off a couple of his fingers, causing 9 damage. Dropping the leprechaun's health down to 21 as Krampus drops
21.
the leprechaun back to the floor, only 2 digits on his right hand. Thumb and pointer.
Those are the best ones to have.
Yeah, I see. I didn't fuck him up too bad. It was a 9.
Yeah.
You know.
LeBron the Leprechaun reaches into his pouch and grabs out 12 golden coins. As with the 2 fingers he has left, he starts flicking them, hitting the large holiday monstrosity, each inflicting 1 damage. So he did 12 damage.
Ooh. Dropping Krampus's health down to 28. The coins, Krampus digs the coins out of his skin as the little razor sharp gold coins embed themselves into his ancient goat hide. He peels him out, and he throws his bag onto the floor as he quickly grabs something out of it. It's a whip. It's a whip as he
Shit. God damn.
as he quickly takes out the whip, and right when he goes to whip the leprechaun, he sees something behind the leprechaun. Oh my god. What is that? Krampus's jaw hits the floor.
Oh no.
His eyes pop out of his head as smoke pours out of his ears. Awooga! Awooga! That's right. It's the naked ghost from 13 Ghosts with the boobs. As she's covered in cuts and everything. The torn queen. What's her name? The
Prom queen?
She's something. Yeah, it's like prom queen or something. As Krampus forgets he's even fighting and only drops the whip on top of the leprechaun, causing 1 damage, dropping the leprechaun's health down to 20. I love Naked Ghost. I'm in love with Naked Ghost.
No comment.
Oh! You're gonna leave me out to dry. Naked Ghost would never do that to me.
LeBron the Leprechaun, also with his jaw on the floor, cannot control himself and tries to push Krampus out of the way. So then it's just her focus on him. As Krampus trips a little bit, falling into the wall, doing 2 damage.
Oh, as Krampus's health drops down to 26. They're both completely enamored by this woman. They've never seen anything quite dead or quite beautiful as this. As they both begin to fight begin to push each other for this woman's love. This woman does not see the spinning orb as she accidentally walks directly into it, cutting her into 1,000 pieces instantaneously. Oof. Both Krampus and LeBron the Leprechaun look at each other and go, "Oh man," at the same time. But they got a fight to do. As Krampus reaches back into his bag and pulls out Tony Shalhoub.
Love Tony.
As Tony Shalhoub emerges from the bag, we realize it's not Tony Shalhoub from 13 Ghosts. It's Tony Shalhoub from Monk.
Oh, you don't want to touch anything.
As he quickly takes a bunch of hand sanitizer and begins to spray it on LeBron the Leprechaun. As Krampus pulls out a pack of Marlboros that he got from Monkey Man, as he starts smoking them. As LeBron the Leprechaun is covered in hand sanitizer, Krampus takes a long drag from his cigarette and seeing that woman was almost as good as having sex. And he takes a long drag and throws the cigarette at LeBron the Leprechaun, immediately catching him on fire from all of the hand sanitizer that he's soaked in, causing 12 damage and dropping LeBron Leprechaun's health down to just 8 as his little charred body runs around the orb razor circle.
Still on fire, LeBron the Leprechaun pulls a basketball out of his own magical bag, rubbing his arms and his sleeves all over it. The ball itself catches on fire as he punts the ball directly at Krampus, hitting him in the face, doing 8 damage.
Ooh. Dropping my health down to 18. Krampus's health down to 18.
Yeah, you're still 100% over there.
I'm not 100%. I'm hurt. As Krampus recoils from the basketball hit, he goes to reach into his bag, but only finds, of course, a lump of coal. As he quickly winds up and pitches it at LeBron hitting him directly. Two pieces of coal fly directly into his eyes, causing a funny snowman-like feature on the Leprechaun's face. Wrong holiday,
fun.
only causing 3 damage, of course, dropping LeBron the Leprechaun's health down to just 5. Wait, would you hit me with last one? What was your last points you hit me with?
8.
8. Okay.
LeBron the Leprechaun, realizing that there's really no way he's going to dig himself out of this one, slowly walks over to Krampus. It says, "You know what? Give me one of them cigarettes." Krampus, understanding that his fate is almost over, not himself, but the Leprechaun, hands him the pack. The Leprechaun takes a long drag off a cigarette, holding the cigarette with his right hand, but with his left hand sack tapping the giant monster, doing 5 damage.
Dropping Krampus' health down to just 13. Krampus looks down at the little guy and goes, "Are you ready? Are you ready, son?"
Aye, aye, Captain.
As he looks over, the Leprechaun looks up at him and gives him a slight nod as he takes a long drag from the cigarette. Krampus reaches over, pulling a lever. It stops the razor orb. He was in control the whole time. He just didn't really look until now. As the razor orb stops, and you hear a cell open up. From up the hallway, we see the one, the only, the Juggernaut, who never really had a fight in this. It was always Hammer. And
What about the big pukey baby?
Oh, big pukey baby. Oh,
Big Huey.
I guess I could. Okay. Okay. Juggernaut and pukey baby walking up. as Krampus grabs the Leprechaun by the wrist, he lifts him up into the air. The Juggernaut walks up, grabs the Leprechaun by the feet, and pukey baby stands between them as they begin to pull. The Leprechaun screaming. They pull him apart in one strong rip as all of his intestines fall to the floor. But in the intestines are little bits of marshmallow as fat little baby reaches down and begins picking out the little marshmallows and eating them. And he goes, heart, stars, and horseshoes, clovers and blue moon, pots of gold and rainbows, and the red balloon. I already said red balloon twice, I think, but I was close.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Good enough for me.
causing 18 damage and ripping the Leprechaun in half. As
That's enough.
As Krampus moves on to the next round and LeBron the Leprechaun smokes his final cigarette. Oh, man. Poor LeBron. All right. Well, we got one more fight of the night. You guys ready to do this? It is the Minotaur versus the Ye.W.E. The Minotaur, of course, is a beast from Greek mythology, which is the mostly body of like a bipedal man and the
big man
and the head of a bull. He does have hair all over his body like a bull, but he carries around an axe and he lives in a maze. And he's he's real mean. And if you go into that maze, you most likely will not be coming out.
He eats kids.
He eats kids. He loves children. He loves it. So tasty. So tender.
So soft.
So his health number is 40 and his attack die is 20. So he's a heavy hitter. And his special attribute is bleed damage because, like I said, he got a big fucking axe with him. And he's fighting the Ye.W.E, which is the yellow-eyed winged monster entity from the Wisconsin State Fair. And, of course, biggest fan of Skillet.
Huge skillet head.
Can you explain what this creature looks like, David?
It's big, it's got yellow eyes, and it's got wings, and it loves skillet.
Oh.
And it's an entity.
Sounds like you know it. It's Yeah, what does does this thing have? Am I thinking of the Van Meter monster? I keep getting those mixed up. We don't really know what the Ye-Wei.
Pretty similar.
But the Ye-Wei, we don't really know what it looks like because it's newer and it was too quick, right?
He was very shadowy.
Yeah.
Backstage.
He doesn't have
all we know. Dark figure. Didn't see him. I don't think he had like any horns or like ear. Like I think he was kind of just a shadowy man looking figure that was big and buff with wings and yellow eyes.
Yeah, I don't think he's like the Van Meter visitor where he has the.
Is it Michael Jordan?
What? What?
Never mind. Yellow
Hitler?
eyes.
Oh. Yes, of course. This thing loves cigars. But the Van Meter visitor, I think he has a laser in his forehead, so it definitely wasn't that one. But the Ye-Wei has a health number of 30 and an attack die of 12, and his special attribute is flying. So he's kind of middle tier. So we will roll to see who goes first. I assume I will be Minotaur and you will be Ye-Wei.
Sure. You said my attack die is 12?
Yes.
Okay.
I just got a 20.
I got a 1.
Oh, okay. Well, that settles that. Where will we be fighting today, David?
We will be fighting at the set of Young Sheldon.
Oh, we're back, baby. Oh, man, there's a lot of pressure. I feel like that was one of our best fights. I don't think we can really compete.
You want me to roll? I can roll again.
No, let's do it. Let's do the Young Sheldon. Let's do the Young Sheldon dance. Okay. David, would you like to? Did you describe Young Sheldon last time, or was it me?
I believe it's your turn.
Okay, I'll just nice try. It doesn't even matter. You're gonna say that fucking regardless.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking do it.
Okay. We walk onto a sound stage.
See, I don't even know what that is. What's a sound stage?
Sound stage is where they film sitcoms. Multicam.
Yeah, I've never been there.
There's 3 cameras. Do you just want me to describe a sound stage for you?
Yeah, but tell me about like the pads on the walls.
Silotex. Silotex?
Yeah.
Silotex? There's white padding or black padding, depending on.
What do they have at Crafty?
They got peanut M&Ms with a spoon in them. They got Uncrustables. It is a kids show. They got a little hot dog. Little tiny wieners floating in barbecue sauce in a crock pot. Those are the best. You know where you go fishing with a toothpick?
Yeah.
That would never be COVID friendly on set. There's no fucking way.
No fucking way, man.
But Young Sheldon, they don't give a fuck. Young Sheldon don't believe in COVID.
He's a scientist. He knows it's a big fraud, big joke. Doesn't exist.
Young Sheldon opens every audience show with by telling everybody that the hospitals get money for saying people died of COVID when they didn't. If I have to hear one more relative try to tell me that, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I don't even care if it's real or not. People always go, "Do you know hospitals get paid more money from the government if they tell that somebody died of COVID?" I'm like, did they have COVID? They're like, well, yeah, but he died of heart failure. I'm like, well, he fucking had it. Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. The guy was still old and died, and he had it. Like, it's killed a bunch more people. Don't worry. That one guy we could fake that one. Anyway, so I'm going on a COVID rant. Young Sheldon goes, he wouldn't have died if I was there. I'm a scientist. I'm thinking of The Good Doctor now. Fuck me, man. All these shitty sitcoms, I don't know where to start.
Same thing.
Anyway, we walk onto set, and young Sheldon is just fucking tearing it up mid sitcom, mid scene. He says something like, quantum physics. I thought you said quantum fidget spinner, as he fucking pulls out a fidget spinner, and everyone loves it because it's 2016, and people love fidget spinners. Sell like gas stations. So the biggest fan in the crowd begins laughing so hard he's never heard anything that fucking funny. Everybody turns around and they notice that it's a big fucking Minotaur sitting next to a family of four, a beautiful woman with two children, and everybody looks at him and he goes, "What the fuck's your problem? I paid my I came here just like the rest of you and stayed in line. Stop looking at me. I love young Sheldon just like the rest of you." And somebody turns around and goes, "Shh." He goes, "You do not fucking shush me." And he looks down at the person, and who does he see? Who does he see?
I was gonna be backstage.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. He sees
Lou.
he sees
Lou.
Lou. He sees Lou. And he goes, "Lou, is that you?" And he goes, "Yes, it's me, Minotaur." And
Yes, it is me.
Who's-
Minotaur? How are you?
who's Lou? Is that an actual person, or you just made up a name?
There's lots of people named Lou.
And Lou looks up at him and he goes, "I can't believe you're here." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. I didn't think I was gonna make it either. I just had COVID." And Lou goes, "Do you know that the hospitals, they get paid extra tax money?" And the Minotaur picks up Lou and rips him in half instantly. He doesn't care that they had a past. He throws his
Rest in
he
peace,
throws his carcass into the stage as
Hey,
it
you didn't have to do Lou like
as
that.
it lands at the feet of young Sheldon. And young Sheldon goes, talk about halftime. I don't know. Because they're halfway through the show episode. I don't fucking know.
Intermission.
Yeah, intermission. Okay, now you go. I'm totally
All
out
right.
of ideas.
Backstage, the 7-foot-tall monster is watching the show. The only thing racing
Is
through
he a
his
grip or
mind
an
is
electrician? What is he?
definitely a grip. There's only one thing racing through his mind as he quickly looks around, his eyes darting from corner to corner. Where's Skillet? Where John Cooper?
Do you know his name? Did you Google it?
Corey Cooper? Where Jen? Me want to see Jen Ledger. Not even a Seth Morrison. I would even go for a Ben Cassica or a Terry McLurkin.
How many people are in that fucking band?
These were past members, but I'd still really like to meet Jonathan Salas
Okay.
or Lori Peters. Where's Skillet?
That's a lot of members. It's like a whole new band.
Where's Ken Shorts?
They're frying pan at this point.
What about Kevin Holland?
Oh my god, are there fucking 12 members? They're not even Skillet anymore. They're fucking they're serving platter. I don't know what they are. They're fucking they're something. They're bold.
Wait, who's going first?
Me.
As the yellow-eyed winged entity continues to look for his beloved Skillet, now that he's in Hollywood, he's in Burbank, he thinks he can find them. He leans and leans, but loses his balance and does a real tight barrel roll onto stage.
Ooh.
He's not going to just fall over.
Nice.
He's nimble, but not nimble enough because he wouldn't have fallen over in the first place. As he lands in a super cool, super hero pose, you know, one leg out, one underneath, one hand on the ground, one behind him. He makes eye contact with the Minotaur.
The Minotaur looks and goes, "Who's this fucker about to ruin my experience at Young Sheldon?"
Skillet.
This ain't a Skillet show. This is a Young Sheldon show.
Skillet.
It's for all members of the family.
I want Skillet.
Minotaur doesn't know that Skillet is also for all members of the family since they are a Christian rock group. But he doesn't care because he's too mad at this point. He just fucking killed Lou. He has the taste of blood, and he's already been embarrassed in front of his family. More people have to die. As he begins to run down the stairs at the Yee-Wei, with axe in hand, he trips running down the stairs as the axe goes flying out of his hand and hitting the Yee-Wei in the foot, causing 2 damage. Fuck. Now he's really fucking embarrassed, dropping the Yee-Wei's health down to just 28. Oh, it's bleed damage. So 27. 27. What?
Oh no, that my fucking thing's tripping out.
Oh.
The Yewei looks at his wound angrily, says, John Cooper would never let this happen. As he takes flight while grabbing young Sheldon's father.
Isn't his father the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? The guy who's addicted to the brother who's addicted to coke that he like
Ponderosa?
Yeah, Bill Ponderosa is the dad, I think.
Oh, that's so good. Good for him. He takes Bill Ponderosa in his arms, swinging around, throwing Bill Ponderosa, missing the Minotaur, but his body explodes as a leg flies, and the heel catches the Minotaur in the jaw, doing 4 damage.
Dropping the Minotaur's health down to 36. Can't believe Bill just exploded like that. As the Minotaur takes a heel to the jaw, he spins and breaks through a breakaway wall. On the other side is Crafty, and what he sees on the table excites him. That's right, it's a crock pot full of barbecue sauce and tiny weenies. He runs over and grabs it as he spins, throwing the pot at the Yewei as steaming hot barbecue sauce and little weenies fall onto his skin and begin to melt him away, causing 8 damage and dropping the Yewei's health down to just 19.
Some baby sweet baby rays.
Baby sweet baby rays. Good reference. Good callback on that one.
You said my health is 19?
19 now. Oh wait, plus the damage for a bleed, so 18.
Yeah, that's right. The Yewei swoops down once again, grabbing young Sheldon's mother this time.
Wait, let's see. Wait.
The whole time she's
Wait, you mean Zoe Perry?
The whole time she's screaming about Lance Barber. Screaming, "Oh my God, Lance, he had a family! What the fuck is going on?" And
Lance Barber is Ponderosa. Fuck, there's too many names now. That's the dad that just exploded. Lance Barber was Bill Ponderosa who just exploded. His real name is Lance Barber.
Yewei looks at Zoe and says, "You are no Jen Ledger. You know Skillet. None of you Skillet." As he throws Zoe at the Minotaur once again. This time, his aim is honed in, doing 10 damage.
Oh, does she explode still?
No, she bounces off. She's okay.
Okay. Dropping the Minotaur's health down to 26.
Yeah, Minotaur took all of the blow on that one.
Okay,
she's fine.
That's fair.
But is she safe? Not yet.
Wait, are you going again?
No, you're good. Keep going.
Oh, I mean, well, how appropriate because as Zoe Perry flies into the Minotaur, crumpling him to the floor, he gets back up and looks at her and goes, "You're not Ian Armitage, aka the star of Young Sheldon."
Oh.
His name's Ian. Is that how you spell Ian? Ian?
Ian? It's not a dog food. Ian?
But he looks at Zoe Perry and goes, "You're not Ian Armitage." His wife goes, "Honey, you have to stop killing people. You're embarrassing us." And he goes, "I am not done until I get to meet Ian Armitage." As Ian steps onto set with his hands in the air, he goes, "I'm here. Please stop killing people." And he goes, "Ian?" As Ian walks over to the Minotaur, they lock eyes, and he goes, "Ian, I'm your biggest fan." I give him a new voice. "I'm your biggest fan." And Ian goes, "Thank you, Minotaur."
Okay, Ian is 14 years old, so we can only critically wound him. Legally, we cannot kill him. We can critically
He goes,
wound him.
"Thank you, Ian." Ian goes, "Thank you, Minotaur." And he goes, "Thank you, Ian." And he goes, "Oh, God damn it." And everyone's like, "What's going on?" And his wife's like, "Honey, no, Minotaur, no." And he goes, "God damn it. I'm so hungry. How old is this child?"
No, oh God, no.
And he goes, and he lifts Ian up in the air, and he opens his mouth, and he goes, "I'm 14." And he goes, "Not child? Teenager?" As he quickly goes, "Ah!" and throws Ian across the room at the Ye.W.E. As he does, Ye.W.E. ducks as Ian.
No, he catches him, saves
No,
him. Please, let him save the child.
He hits the wall and explodes. Okay, wait. Does he explode?
You can't do that.
Okay, I wanted him to explode. Fine.
You can't do
Fine.
that.
Ian flies against the wall. It goes boom, and he hits, and he goes, "Ow, my back." He's fine. He's 14.
He hits the carpet walls.
He's made of rubber. He's fine. Yeah, he hits the soundproof walls. And as he does, there's a rope attached to a little metal hook, and that rope becomes untied as it goes. And we go, "What?" As the Ye.W.E. looks up, and a giant light falls directly into his face, crushing him and bending him backwards, folding him in half, and also electrocuting him at the same time. As he breaks in half, becomes electrocuted, and then explodes.
What did you roll?
A 20 as
Jesus.
as the Ye.W.E. fucking explodes
Just wanted to see fucking Skillet, you asshole.
into nothingness. As the Ye.W.E. perishes, and Ian is okay, and Zoe's okay, but Lance Barber exploded on the wall.
Lance didn't make it. You know what? I bet if Lance was listening to us, he'd be all in.
He'd be all in on that one. As the Minotaur moves on to the next round, and the Ye.W.E. does not, as he exploded, got electrocuted, and got crumpled in half by a gigantic light.
And you know, Ye.W.E., if you're listening to this, man, you got to get your lore up. You got to make more appearances.
Yeah.
You got to give us something more to work with, bud.
Come on, bud. You got to do something. Give me
like if you got like a cool gun,
one more band. Just
let us know.
Just give me one more band you're a fan of. Come on, it can't just be Skillet.
It's Skillet cover bands. Cast Iron.
No, that's a cool band name.
Yeah.
Cast Iron. Okay, well, I think that concludes our fights for the night. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in again. The winners tonight were Sirenhead, Slipmouth Woman, Krampus, and the Minotaur, as they all move on to the next round. And RIP to the losers who exploded.
Rest in peace, Monkey Man.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You know, there can only be one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in again. We love doing this. We love when you stick around and listen. If you guys want any more information, Camp Strange Podcast on Instagram.com. Click the link in bio for merch. If you guys want to rate, review, subscribe, that'd be great too. Share it with a friend. Email us at campstrangepodcast@gmail.com. And we still haven't checked our DMs in a long time. I've been so busy. I'm sorry if you guys sent something and we haven't responded yet. We've just been crazy busy, both of us. So we apologize, but we will try to get to it. And David, do you have anything to say before we officially head out?
Now just rest in peace to my Monkey Man of India.
Yeah.
Miss you already.
And
well, we only have one more, and then we're into the Elite 8.
Yeah. Then it's gonna get real bloody. Real gruesome.
Yeah. And it's gonna be some tears.
We're gonna have to throw in some new levels in there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah. Okay, well, like David said, R.I.P. Monkey Man and the rest of them, and don't forget to stay strange.